Okay, so Mid-Florida Bigfoot Research Team. They're done with their reenactment. Here's Mike Aguilar. Mike, so tell us what was going on out there.
Hot.
Hot?
It's hot.
Thomas!
Hello.
Hello, how was it?
Yes, ma'am. It was very enjoyable.
You burned some calories.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult to move than anticipated. Thick sawgrass. It doesn't really let up. There's a couple of game trails that kind of go off here and there, but
So,
pretty slow going. I mean, you can,
what were the difficulties you were encountering out there when you were trying to run?
So we're at the height of the dry season, I imagine.
Yep.
All this grass and sawgrass is squished down. It's really hard to move through, and you kind of run. You're trying to be cost effective. So at first I tried to run normally, just pick my feet up and go over it. But in some places it was, very high. And so to be able to run effectively and do that, I would kind of look kind of foolishly and be moving really slowly, right? So then my next plan of action, I guess, was to try to cut through it as hard as I could and just to run like that.
Mm-hmm.
That actually seemed to be a little bit easier than stepping on it and over it, but it was still very slow going, and the drag that the grass creates against my body causes it to tire like very quickly. We're talking 100, 200 yards, and you're about looking for the bleachers at that point, or the bench.
Yeah, I mean, you can see like how deep the
Yeah.
grass is here,
Yeah,
and this is again the dry season.
Right, and here is I would say it's probably about half the thickness as it was over there, and so it's probably even maybe about up to maybe almost to the top of my boot in some places.
And the grass is this tall out there.
Yes, yeah, and it gets over my head.
We couldn't even see you over here.
Yeah, and
we were gone.
I'm 6'3", and I was at the I was trying to find the highest ground possible because I was hoping to see over as well.
Because it looked like you did start kind of running, and then you had to like
I went as hard as basically
walk, stop, because you couldn't get through it.
Right when you get over there, you run into a grass line that's tall. And when you run into that, your running fast is done.
Yeah, and I would also say that visibility is good from that hammock into about that hammock. Then after that, the grass gets significantly taller.
It's almost like a corn maze.
Yeah, yeah.
So normally when you run,
Yes, ma'am.
how far do you normally run? You run every day, right?
No, can't do that anymore. So I only do trail running. So I never really run on the road. And on a average week, I'm averaging between 30 and 40 miles a week. And so my normal, I'm going to go stretch my legs and get my breath going, is about 7 miles. That's my normal route. And then on the weekend.
And you're going pretty fast.
Well, I mean, I go about at about a 10 pace.
Okay.
So a 10-minute mile. So in about 7 miles, I'm in and out in about an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay.
And it's all trail, so different terrain, up and down, rocky,
Right.
sand.
So you're used to going through terrain, but nothing like this,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yeah, no, nothing like this. Yeah, it would be very, very difficult to try to hold a race down here. I'd say that. Yeah. So yeah, normally about 30, 40 miles a week, and so I'd say my cardiovascular fitness is about average to good, maybe. And this will work you. Definitely.
Ooh, could do an endurance race.
Yeah.
Plan an endurance one.
Yeah, you would have to put like literally 8 water stations at every hammock. You'd have to sit people out here. But, yeah, it's gorgeous out here. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
The Everglades 10K?
Yeah. Yeah, the swamp ape,
Yeah.
skunk ape, 10K run. So, yep, you guys did it. Was there any water left out there?
No, ma'am.
Because last month there was a little bit of water left.
There's certain spots that have a little squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a few like squishy spots, but no, it's.
But in July, when this is all underwater,
He also said you could tell where something big's been out there running through and laying down and bedding down and.
Yeah, a lot of nice little napping areas out there where
Are ya?
Some big stuff has been laying down, taking naps.
Some good game trails out there too, and I got a footprint that I took a picture of.
Yeah, and especially right on the edge of these hammocks. So I think they're animals come in and will get shade,
Mm-hmm.
and also kind of bed down, have a little bit of security, something watching their back, I guess.
That's what David was talking about when he said a pass-through area. You know, that all the mammals can run through. So that's what they're following. They're following that mammal trail. Makes sense.
Whew.